Hello, all. My name is Mars, and welcome back to the Séance of Blake Manor. We just overheard a conversation between Mr. Varley, and Mrs. Joyce, talking about where all of the master keys are left. Um, One of those keys is lost in one of the unassigned rooms, so not room 15, but room 2, room 7, or room 21, which are the other unassigned rooms according to what we figured out earlier. The ones that we never checked out because we knew Miss Deane was not staying there. Um, so Mrs. Joyce, the maid, said that once she's done with her morning chores, which I don't know, she's in the atrium right now. I don't know, maybe she's already done her morning chores. I don't know, but I still feel like it's pretty tantamount that we get those keys because exploring rooms and building profiles on people is pretty important. So I think the first thing we're going to do is try to get to those 3 rooms before Mrs. Joyce does. We also have a new character to talk to, but I feel too much pressure right now. Rooms 1 through 3. I know room 2 is one of the unoccupied rooms. It's not locked. They must leave unused bedrooms open. Thank goodness. Little of interest. Okay. Fireplace. Why would I look in the fireplace? Look under? A child's block sits under the bed. I found children's toys under the bed in room 2. I wonder if they are from a young master or a previous guest. A book of spooky stories for children. The pages on vampires are folded in. Oh goodness. Signs of child's play. Okay. I don't want to leave evidence that I've been snooping. Alright, I don't see a key anywhere in here. So let's go find room 7. Other way. It is entirely possible that Mrs. Joyce has already gotten to this, and they expected us to look through all of the unoccupied rooms before finding room 15 missing, but I don't know, I might have missed my shot. 7 through 8. The good news is I'm getting much better at navigating this place. Cobwebs. Chimney. Nothing of note. Oh, they close automatically behind me. That's good. Housekeeper did not...
I should close off the mystery of Miss Deane's bedroom. If I can form a hypothesis, I will learn something useful from my investigation.
Ooh. Ah, the key. What's this? A key? More to look at. One of the floorboards is coming up here, but it is still secure. And then there's some... Looks like it's been a while since this bed was moved. Okay, can I take the key, please? Yes. Can I form a hypothesis? I need to investigate Percival Blake. Why did it say that I can form a hypothesis? I can't. Where can I form a hypothesis? That must be a bug. I might as well look in room 21. Just for the sake of... Oh, there are the gardens. Room 21, let's find it. Just for the sake of thoroughness, let's look at room 21. That it doesn't seem to take too much time. And now we have the key. So we don't have a ton of pressure on us, but it'd still be good to find what we're looking for. 13 through 16, 20 through 22. Here we go. Hello! We have something important to discuss with you. But first... creepy taxidermy. A copy of Mary Shelley's Frankenstein or the Modern Prometheus. Okay. Nothing of note. Little of interest. Look under bed. Old box of matches has been lost under here. Okay. Nope. Yeah, we got nothing. Ooh, floorboards? A loose board, but there's nothing under it. Okay. Okay. I don't think we can actually form a hypothesis, Declan. I don't know what you were talking about. We need to talk with you.
Hello, Mr. Ward. How's the day treating you?
So, Miss Quinn, a summoning ritual, is it? Accidentally found yourself in the ladies' bathroom, did you? I should have cleaned up, of course. I'm just so bloody frustrated. I need a moment. I'm so close, but yet... Anyway, you need not concern yourself. I will clean my components before another lost soul finds it. Okay. Did you leave this behind in the library, Miss Quinn? That is my handwriting, certainly. It looks like, one of my notes. Magical theory. But I'm beyond the theorizing part now. Okay. What's this weekend looking like for you, Miss Quinn? Truthfully, I think anyone would have a hard time getting me out of the library this weekend, Mr. Ward. Otherwise, I've Miss Montavani's talk at 5 and dinner at 7. As for tomorrow, I wish I could spend another day in the library again, but I cannot. I suppose some variety would be good for me. I'll be in church for the service at noon, and after some time in the graveyard, I have lunch at 1. We haven't found the graveyard yet, have we? I'm also seeing Dr. Callahan's talk at 3. I've yet to decide what I'll do between it and attending the silent dinner at 8. Which then brings us to the séance at 9 p.m. I'm eager to see Miss Montavani work.
I'll leave you be.
Farewell.
Okay. What else can we talk to her about that could give us, like, a hint? We already talked to her about the summoning ritual. Something about fetters. But I can't talk with her about it. How do I unlock that?
Hello.
Forgive me, miss, but can I ask, how did you end up with the injuries you've sustained? How do I... Is it enough to say I have terrible luck? But there is some luck, I suppose, in the fact that I have only been scarred and it hasn't killed me yet. You talk like there's something after you. It does look that way, Mr. Ward. That's quite a striking brooch you have. My sister gave it to me as a keepsake when I set off. A good luck charm, she called it. I hope that she is right. You've a pen in your pocket, miss, just in case it slipped your mind. Oh, don't worry, it's clean. I stained enough of my clothes not to make that mistake again. I take it you're not often without one. I'm a poet by trade. I prefer to carry one, so I'm never caught with a refrain or such like, and without the means to write it down.
I'll leave you be.
Farewell.
Okay. That didn't get us as far as I thought it would. That's frustrating. How do I unlock fetters? Do I need to, like, look it up? In the library, perhaps? I don't know. Okay. What key do we have? Northeast corridor. And which one of these is the northeast corridor? That's the northwest? Southwest? Northeast. The northeast corridor has a closet, which is not important to us. Miss Hisham? Who is Miss Hisham? Someone on the other side. Okay. Miss Hisham. Mr. Dupre. Ooh. Dr. Callahan. And Miss Callahan. So we could look in any of these rooms now, but we should have a better plan. Right now, I want to give this telegram to Miss Barbosa, and maybe unlock something with her. And I know she's in the garden. And then, since we'll be in the garden anyway, we could talk to you. Let's quickly analyze and talk to you. He's either he's recently been moving around in old spaces, or he has not cleaned this suit in a while. What else? Stop blinking at me, sir. Stained hands. His hands are stained with something, but I cannot tell what.
Ah, good day. I don't believe we've met. My name is Simon Coventry. I'm a jeweller from London. Who might you be?
Declan Ward, sir. Pleased to meet you.
No, very pleased to meet you, I'm sure. This is my first séance, and I must say that everyone is so very interesting.
Well, I hope not to disappoint.
I'm sure you won't, dear boy. Now, can I help you?
Tell me about yourself, sir, if you are available. You are not. You mentioned you are a jeweler. I am, or rather I was. I ended up in London alone as a young lad. Nothing to my name, but my mother loves jewels, so as a result, so did I. I found work cleaning a shop at first. I was a well-spoken lad, and I say I knew my stuff, so in time I was raised to sales. One thing led to another, and time passed by all too quickly. Eventually I wound up with my own shop in London. Did a tidy trade, earned enough to live well. No small feat in that city. I sold up when my wife passed. It didn't fill me in the same way it did before that. I still do enough to cover my needs, select clients and all that, but not a whole lot more. Your hands, sir, they're stained? Ah, so they are. My apologies. I must admit I took some work with me. I was working on some pieces in my room before I stepped out. I should have done a better job cleaning up after myself. Have you spotted anything of note on today's schedule? The talks look interesting. I'm especially interested in hearing the Marquess talk about the building and its history. And after a spot of lunch, Miss Callahan's talk on the other world, I think it's called, might be worth hearing. Then a spot of dinner at 7 before the fancy dress ball this evening. I must confess I hope that doesn't run too late. Partying into the wee hours is behind me these days. As for tomorrow, I hope to make the doctor's talk at 3 p.m. And of course, I'm giving my own talk at 5 p.m., history of the region. And I am interested in attending the silent dinner at 8 p.m. Okay.
Good, and to you.
Okay, let's go to the garden. If we know how to get there. Garden. Northeast corridor. Okay. West corridor. Northeast corridor. Let's go to the garden. Gardens is this way. To get Miss Barbosa her telegram. And maybe something else to work on. Oh, Mr. Dupre is here as well.
I'm glad to be outside again. That house? The air is heavy in there.
Likely the spirits.
Yes, I know. I'm not used to being near so many.
Well, it is the sort of place where they would be common.
They are more than common here. What has happened in this house?
I suspect the same thing that happens everywhere people have power and no consequences.
See? In that way, this place does feel like home.
Alright. Miss Barbosa?
More questions?
You seem annoyed to see me, but, I was going by the telegraph room and this was waiting for you. I thought I'd bring it to you. You did not read it, I hope. Let me see. Damn it. Is everything alright? Fine, it's fine. My time in Brazil had come to an end. What does one do in that case? Well, my father was from here, so it made sense to come this way. In truth, I do not care much for your ghost stories. We have plenty back home. But this hotel, it has a lot of records for this area, so I come. This event suits me. If I came here alone, I would be the main attraction, yes? Now I am just one more who plays drums in the carnival. There are so many, nobody pays attention. I am researching everything I can to find out about the area. Census data, birth records, immigration records. Your people have badly kept records. My room is full of this stuff, but can I find a thing on him? Aye, this is a foolish thing. I know only his first name, Shay, and when he left this country, in 1864, like so many others. Learn Shay's full names. Do you have much in the way of family back home? None. My mother was an escaped slave. She raised me in Colombo. I lived there my whole life, almost entirely not leaving until slavery was abolished in 1888. Even then, we were slow to trust the outside. But last year, my mother and I went to Rio to see Christmas there. She was nervous, but I was excited. We ate oranges and sugared nuts. Despite the heat, we even tried a mulled wine. As a gift, we took a photograph. I'm glad we did. It is all I have left of her. A man saw us that day, a captain of the forest who had run-ins with my mother in her camp. His job was to recapture slaves back when slavery was in full force. Bitter at having never found our settlement, he followed us back that day. When he returned that night with some friends, all of them drunk. They began to shoot up the place, killing many, including my mother. Those they did not kill, they captured. And so my home was destroyed and my family killed and scattered. My lord, that is awful. Yes, I feel adrift in the world. Maybe someday I will find something good in that freedom, but not yet. Okay.
I have to be off.
Sure.
Okay. Alright, we're in the gardens. And maybe we go next to the hedge maze, which is apparently not this. Chapel and graveyard open to guests on Sunday. Access only on Sundays. Okay. So we can't go there. And over here, I think this is the Blake residence. It's firmly locked. Abandoned residence. So it's not the Blake residence. Oh, hi! I don't really have anything to talk to you about, so... Aha! More! Oh boy. This is gonna be a nightmare. Oh, is that Miss Montavani? Prints. Small. One shoe came off in the mud. Where were they going? Boot prints. They have sunken into the ground. Whoever was standing there was here for a while. From their placement, they seem to be following the other person around the maze, so this is where the footprints become important. A footprint. The mud here is soft, perhaps from the recent rainfall. A key? It doesn't look strong enough for a door. Perhaps some sort of locker? Where are their lockers? Slowly moving around the hedge maze. From their placement, they seem to be following the other person around the maze. Miss Montavani, you're a very important person that I have not spoken to yet. But this is too important right now. A piece of nightdress caught in the maze. I might have just gotten myself a little lost, yeah. Now we're back in the center. We found this here. And through here is a dead end. I'm not seeing any more nightdress or footprints. Hello?
God almighty. A spirit. Is that Miss Deane? She doesn't seem to be moving. I don't think she means to hurt me. I need a closer look.
She's gonna vanish when we step closer. Hello? Please, Lord, don't let this be Evelyn.
Can you tell me your name?
Nothing. Of course. There must be some means I can use to communicate with her. An old fire pit. It's been used recently. Oh, jeez. She was burned here. Alright, I need to get myself back on track with the trail, because I don't think this has anything to do with the trail. I followed the trail into the hedge maze. Footprints found in the hedge maze, a slipper, a key for a locker. Okay, I need to find... Oh, hello.
Ah, Signor Ward. Yes?
Yes. And you are?
My name? My name, Signor, is Carmela Mantovani. The same Carmela Mantovani who is hosting tomorrow evening's séance. The guest of honor, if you will.
The psychic? Is that how you know my name?
Ah, you flatter my abilities, Signor. No, I overheard the staff mention and you guessed, and worked the rest out. I am something of the detective, no?
Just like me.
Another example? I think perhaps you are here for a different reason. Something not like the others.
And why would you say that, madame?
You do not recognize me or my name. I would wager good money that no others came this far west without some idea of those details. Come, allow me to read your cards.
Yes.
Perhaps we can discover your real reason for attending. Maybe you will find a little direction along the way.
I love tarot. Come on, read my cards. Sure.
After that display, how can I refuse?
Come closer then, Signor.
What are we gonna get?
A 3-card spread, Signor. 1 card for your past, 1 for your present, and 1 for your future.
Maybe this will also give us like hints and stuff.
Let us begin. The 3
Oh
are
no.
swords.
Not good so far.
Swords cover the intellectual realm. And this one in particular deals with heartbreak. Love, perhaps, but also grief, sorrow, perhaps even betrayal.
Surely your cards can tell you which.
They're pieces of paper, Signor. They can't answer anything. They put you in front of questions that you may choose to ask yourself. Or not.
Yeah. That's kind of what I believe when it comes to tarot. Like, I have gotten into tarot recently. I would never like ask someone else to do my reading or do a reading for someone else, because like you can't know another person's life. Like, they're tools for reflection, you know? They're there to get you to think about yourself and your past and your troubles and what you can do about the things troubling you. And I don't know, they're just a good journaling tool, and they're pretty and they have fun symbolism, and I don't know, I like them. I like tarot cards, sue me. And this is very entertaining for me.
If these cards are to mean anything, only you will know it.
What's next?
The Tower.
We're not getting a great spread today, folks.
Major Arcana. These cards deal with big, life-changing affairs. As you can see, lightning, fire, destruction, and chaos are the purview of this card.
That sounds bad.
I feel it's worth mentioning, every single time a character gets a reading in a video game, the tower is in it. Game developers cannot resist the tower. Because, yes, it's true, video games often have great big, life-changing stakes, you know? But, come on, so do a lot of the cards in the Arcana, so, like, be a little more creative. I know the tower is really immediately, like, striking, especially if you know the first thing about tarot, but be a little more creative, devs. Come on. I bet the next card is death. Since since this spread seems to be consisting of cards that not only have a negative meaning, but have very striking, immediately obvious imagery as well.
What is bad? This card would suggest that you are, or soon will be, in the middle of something significant and unavoidable. Bad is not the right word. But neither is it good.
Ooh. Uh-oh.
Oh, the wind!
Wheel of Fortune, I wasn't expecting that.
Does that mean anything?
Everything means something, Signor. Normally, a card is upright or reversed. When upright, this card, the Wheel of Fortune, means good luck, prosperity. Reversed, it means, as you may suspect, bad luck and the misfortune. On its side, I believe it means both are possible. I think your future, perhaps all of our futures, are very much in your hands.
Well, that sucks, because I'm an idiot.
However you resolve your tower, this here and now, your own reason for attending, it seems likely to affect us all. You see? I was not wrong. There is more for you here than a mere séance.
Indeed. Though I am unsure what all this means.
It means, Signor, tread carefully, but act decisively. So much hangs in the balance. And now, perhaps a more traditional conversation, see?
Maybe not right now.
What should we discuss, Signor Ward?
I'll analyze you, sure. Miss Montavani looks very tired. A tarot deck, worn by years of use. There's death. Miss Montavani's jewelry is quietly jangling. It's as if her entire body is shaking, despite the mild temperature. Her health? The flyer you found on your door. Are you okay? Ha, Signor! This is not the first time that such a thing has happened. But I will give them marks for theatrics. Right through the eye they stuck it. So you are not worried? I am not scared of death, Signor. And this is but a scare tactic. They hope only to chase me off. Anyone willing to go further would have gone there to begin with. They would not have given a warning, surely. We don't really need to know about the exorcism, because we already talked with Lloyd about that. Are you feeling alright, Miss Montavani? Oh, why do you... I'm alright, I'm fine. It's just a cough. Perhaps a cold from the weather. London is foggy, but here, it is just damp. To the bone. Okay.
That's all.
Of course. Take her.
I feel like we have enough of her, This isn't what I wanted to look at. I wanted to look at her timetable. We actually don't know anything that she's doing. Let's ask her about that.
Signor...
Timetable. Oh, but I plan to spend much of my weekend giving readings in the Hedge maze. When I am free, of course. And of course I... Excuse me, I have my talk today at 5. After this, I am to meet Signorina Callahan for dinner at 7. I think she intends to, how you say, chew my ear off about this whole weekend. And there is the ball this evening. That will be quite the event, I'm sure. And tomorrow? Again tomorrow I will spend some time giving readings in the maze. But mostly my energies will be focused on preparing for the silent dinner and grand séance in the evening.
That's all.
Of course. take her.
Okay. I need to go back to looking through this hedge maze for clues. For a path. This is where I kind of lost it, right? So she probably went around this way. I would think the path would end. Oh, hello. I would think the path would end with the ghost at the fire pit, but weirdly enough, like, that doesn't affect the trail at all. I need to follow the trail through the hedge maze. I'd really like to finish this, but this is interesting. Hello? Oh, Fia. A Celtic cross, similar to many worn by Catholics in the country. She has a tan on her skin as if she spent time working outside. Her clothes have seen many repairs. A stark streak of white runs through her otherwise red hair.
Hello. I don't believe we've met.
We have not. I'm Declan Ward. I arrived just yesterday, from Dublin. And yourself, ma'am?
Fia Callahan. No need for the formalities. I arrived at the hotel just a few days ago, but I've lived in the area all my life.
Ah, a local. A good person for a stranger to become acquainted to.
Oh, I'm not just local. I'm the local bandry, Declan. A wise woman. I've come to minimize the damage of this damnable seance.
Let's get your timetable and then stop. That's not what I meant to click. You mentioned you were a bandry. What's that now? Ah, it's like a hedge witch. I offer treatments, both physical and spiritual, to the locals. And I look after the land too. Really though, a land and its people are intertwined, so it's all one. Do you have any plans for the weekend? Well, I do think it's quite likely I'll be out in the maze for most of it. This old well may not show it, but it needs a great deal more care than it likes to let on. Between all that, my dear nephew and I have lunch plans at 1. I want to run through my talk with him, which incidentally is in the drawing room at 3. After that, it's dinner at 7, and then feed up for the night. As for tomorrow, it seems I'll be in the maze most of the day again, Declan. I've offered a few scrying sessions at the old well. Otherwise, I still have lunch at 1, and I'm seeing the drawing room talks at 3 and 5. Then, of course, it's time to face that damnable seance and see what's to come of it.
I'll let you go.
You take care now, Declan. And don't forget to get a bite to eat into you. It's going to be a long day.
A sturdy well, cared for but weathered with the years. I suspect it's been standing here for longer than I've been alive. It's covered in these markings. I get the sense they're a recent addition, but who could have drawn these? Alright, it's 1. Lunch in the dining room, but... okay. Oh! There's someone up there. Are these footprints? Yes, they are footprints. So we're going this way. There's another scrap. Okay. I'm back on track. More footprints. Dead end. What's this? The petals. They're arranged in some sort of unnatural shape. Oh no. Nope. Damn it, lost it. There we go. Oh? Is that Evelyn? Something appeared in her hand. Hypothesis unlocked. Yes! Another memory. But what was that thing with Miss Deane? It was too large to be a person and transparent. Was it leading her through the maze? If so, to where? Was it another ghost? Or something else? And who was the person watching it all? Was that the culprit observing their deeds? Wait, what's that sound? Hi, Mr. Doyle. What's up? We haven't really gotten a chance to talk. Properly.
Oh. Well, what were you going to say to the manager? Hardly likes me anyway.
Can I help you, or whatever it is you want out here? I'm Doyle, by the way. The porter. We met, but he didn't bother to say hello.
I tried, Seamus, I tried.
I'm less likely to be bothered when I'm on my break. Not completely safe, though, apparently. Well, from the likes of you. Other people seem to forget that anyone could be in here at all. When they take their arguments outside, forget they might be heard.
Have you heard anything interesting? Tell me what you heard, and I promise this encounter stays between us.
Fine. Deane.
Evelyn Deane.
Evelyn Deane.
Her. Last Tuesday, work was quiet, so I slipped out here. I overheard her having a fight about something. Well, I don't know.
What was the argument about?
Since we're good pals now, I'll tell you that I did try to get closer, but it was too risky. Probably some of this magic stuff they're all so keen on. You'd need to ask him, I guess.
Him?
No. All I could tell you is that it was a man. She was the one with the raised voice. Mostly drowned him out. Then she stormed off. I don't know if he followed, but by the time I'd worked myself to a good vantage point, he was gone too. Bloody maze.
I won't ask him about the drink.
This has been helpful.
Is this why she's not been about the last few days? Vardy says she left, but I don't know.
I don't know, but I hope to learn.
Well, if you're gonna be snooping about, it was 8 p.m. they fought. I know because the bar was quiet with all the Blue Bloods playing bridge.
Thank you.
Alright. Who was Miss Deane arguing with before she went missing? And why? I can start by ruling out Father Sinnott and Master O'Finn, as they hadn't arrived by then. And Mr. Doyle, since the information came from him. Walter, too, as it was an adult man she fought with. The fight. Alright, let's get this hypothesis going. Think. Miss Deane was stalked through the hedge maze by a third party, by a shadowy figure, while the third party watched? No. Okay. Lost in the hedge maze? No, she had to be stalked in because it says by someone. Or brought to the hedge maze by a shadowy figure while a third party watched. I know what happened here.
Something guided Miss Deane through the grounds, though I'm not yet sure to where. The whole time they were being watched by the culprit. Can I learn anything useful about the culprit from this?
The boot prints belong to them.
The extra prints in the hedge maze must belong to the culprit. So now I know they wear a medium-sized boot.
I have picked up another fact about the culprit. I wonder if there's anyone I could eliminate as a result. And if not, what investigating can I do to allow me to learn some useful facts about the suspects?
Mystery solved. I was led to the hedge maze where Miss Deane's trail then went cold. What was that thing that led Miss Deane through the maze? Was it another ghost or something else? Maybe the staff have heard of it or seen it before. Or maybe some of the guests might know. Mystery unlocked the haunting? Something more than mere ghosts is bound to Blake Manor. What is it and what does it want? Who or what is the shadowy figure I caught a glimpse of? A man, a figment of my imagination, or something more? Alright, let's focus on the boot prints for now. I don't think we've... Let's see. Hazel Erickson. We don't know her boot size. We don't know Fia's boot size. We don't know Mr. Toussaint's boot size. We don't know his boot size. I think we know one person's boot size. We know Inez's boot size. Inez has medium-sized boots. Olivia has medium-sized boots. But we don't know anyone else's shoe size. Alright, so we're still waiting to talk to Miss Hisham, Mrs. Joyce, Miss Murphy, and Master Blake. Okay. Well, we accomplished something. We accomplished something, and I'm happy about that. We still need to find a personal effect of Miss Deane's to give to Olivia and help with her, exorcism. But yeah, we made a little bit of progress, and I'm happy about that. So, until next time, I have been Mars, and I will be back with more The Séance of Blake Manor.